Hi, it's Gatekeeper Boxing coming back at you again with another video, this time a preview of the Tyson Fury comeback fight tomorrow evening. As we all know, Tyson Fury is regarded by most as the lineal heavyweight champion. He didn't lose his title in the ring, but he hasn't been in the ring since the November 2015 fight with Vladimir Klitschko. Now, he returns to the ring tomorrow evening, taking on a guy called SEFER SEFERI, who is the #1 Albanian heavyweight in the world and has a record of 23 wins with only 1 defeat, and 21 of the 23 wins coming by way of knockout. So on paper he looks like a decent comeback opponent. He's 39 years of age and he has had 24 fights. But when we look at his record, the first thing I can see when I look at his record is that he hasn't fought too many guys with a winning record, which means that they've won more fights than they've lost. The only such names I can see on his record are Laszlo Hubert, who he's fought twice and beaten both times by knockout in 2 rounds. Now this guy has over 20 losses, although he had a winning record. He's also fought Marcelo Ferreira dos Santos, who is a Brazilian living in Spain, and he is over 40 years of age and only 5'9", so very small for a heavyweight. He beat him in 5 rounds, and he again has a winning record but still 11 losses. And then we have probably the only world-class opponent on SEFER SEFERI's record, which is Manuel Charr, the current WBA regular heavyweight champion. Now, Manuel Charr went the full 10 rounds with SEFER SEFERI, and having watched that fight, he was extremely tentative in that fight. I mean, SEFER SEFERI at the start of the fight was very, very wary of Manuel Charr, and a lot of the time he was just throwing the odd jab and then clinching. He seemed to be mindful of what might be coming back his way from Manuel Charr. But once he realised there wasn't hardly anything coming back, then he opened up a little bit more, and he actually did win some rounds. He was quite active with the jab in some rounds and landed a few decent right hands. But let's have it right. I mean, this guy shouldn't be any trouble for Tyson Fury at all. This is why he's been chosen as the comeback opponent. I mean, I can't see him doing very much more than Arnold Jurajai did against David Haye, to be quite honest. Although, as Tyson Fury isn't as big a puncher as David Haye, and he'll probably want to get in some rounds, I can probably see that this fight going on longer than that fight did. However, I don't believe SEFER SEFERI has any hope in this fight. I did actually read online that a woman said that she had put £100 on SEFER SEFERI to win, because she thought the odds represented very good value. Well, my definition of value is something that you believe it has a good chance of winning and the price is good. It doesn't matter if the price is good if the fighter has no chance to win the fight. I just thought to myself, obviously she enjoys to give away, she'd have been better giving the £100 to charity. But anyway, I don't see any issues in this fight for Tyson Fury. He weighed in today at 276 pounds, which is a career high, and SEFER SEFERI weighed in at 211 pounds, which is a pound less than when he fought Manuel Charr. So I mean, he seems to be taking the fight seriously. Tyson Fury is obviously a lot lighter now than he was, but he still comes in at a career high by a few pounds. This career high weight, however, shouldn't be an issue. He was 274 pounds when he fought Joey Abel, and Joey Abel was a far more dangerous opponent, I believe, than SEFER SEFERI, and he won that fight quite comfortably. So I don't see any issues with the weight, and I don't see any issues that Tyson Fury will be having with the opponent. So I see Tyson Fury winning this fight. I see him probably getting in some rounds, and I see him possibly stopping Seferi somewhere between the 5th and 9th rounds. I mean, it is conceivable that the fight could go the distance. After all, the guy did go the distance with Manuel Charr. Manuel Charr was surprisingly tentative in that fight and didn't do very much at all, to be quite honest. He just hid behind a high guard and threw the occasional jabs and punches to the body and that. He wasn't really doing an awful lot. But he still did enough to win the fight. So I don't see any issues for Tyson Fury. This should be an easy win for Tyson, and he should get back in the win column, and he will probably see him back again in a few months' time with another fight, a slight step up. That's my preview and prediction for the Tyson Fury SEFER SEFERI fight. Enjoy the fight tomorrow, and don't forget to check out all my other videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening. It's Gatekeeper Boxing out now.